between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
I'll move the ball and then they get it first. First drive. I like this.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he was able to shed the tackle with the reserves.
Wait till next season when I get a 0-0 start. I want to start from 0-0, man. Come on, Tevin Coleman.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
You watching that shit? Song. That was like a year ago. We was at our partner house that was trying to do recording and producing and shit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
The Zona dude.
Don't take forever, okay?
Coleman now. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Come on, let's go. 14.
Yeah, send that nigga.
Coleman.
Send Taco.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This shit not funny. You about to drive me, bro. Nah, I'm good. Phony boy.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Yeah, I'm on the 44. It's 4th and 2. I think I could go for it, huh?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Oh, ain't no way. He picked that bitch off. How, son? That must have been that man blitz. I knew it.
possession.
Son of a bitch.
At the 38-yard line.
Everybody run that stupid ass
Somehow
play.
they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive.
How can this guy get out there that fast?
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball be the first ones to let him know. That's got to stop.
Now Carr. Oh, he's going to air
Kick it off!
And it's
How can this dude make that fucking incredible ass interception?
Well,
Man,
like something that
these niggas be making some phony ass interceptions.
Getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
Ain't no way these niggas that athletic.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ain't no way, son. If you'd have seen that pick, you'd have been
Carr after the incomplete pass
you brings
him up second and 10.
That nigga was wide open.
To throw again. Carr.
Fuck!
Out of bounds.
That's the,
almost gets to the 10.
That's the catch fucking, I be looking around too much. I just gotta follow this dude, man.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage.
Julio didn't even make that catch. Who was that bum?
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal.
This random ass bum just did a damn toe line, sideline toe catch on me, son. A random ass bum. I don't know who he is. He played for the Raiders. Oh no, that's Amari.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the.
So it don't matter. Julio didn't do that shit. Fuck, I don't expect for that nigga to do it. Fuck that.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw incomplete.
Let me jump.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And
Man,
that'll bring up
these
second
catches these
down.
dudes be making.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
No, I'm talking about that pick, man. I hate that fucking interception. I hate that.
On play action, it's Carr.
Sack that nigga.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Zay Jones. Busting through it again for a loss of 6.
I hate that.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
I want to blitz this nigga so bad.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later.
Well, I know what he's going to run on 3rd down.
But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On 2nd down, Wilson. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
let's go.
I don't think so. You should try to get.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson on the screen.
How, son? See, I hate that shit so much.
Losing yardage back at the
screen is wide open. They're man blitzing me. They got 3 blockers right there, and they always let that one dude just run through the damn line. They just let that nigga run through the line, son. And it's always the dudes that they just pick and just like, rah! He wide the fuck open. Wide open, bro. That's a wide open fucking that's a touchdown play. Every time on that damn screen, it's the same shit. He running the same fucking shit. He about to blitz me, man. He running the same shit.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis.
Every time I go 5 wide, they all do the same shit. Which play was I running when I had a touchdown? About to go, man. That shit wide open. That screen is open.
14. Go. Clear.
On second down, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see
they
that
are running
every
the
week.
same.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Okay, I gotta wait. I had time that time. Same fucking shit. Oh yeah, I know the same defense. I'm about to say something. I'm about to say I see everybody run the same defenses, huh? See everybody in this league run the same defense.
On first, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call.
Cover 2, double slot.
You're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12.
They're going to drop their fat dude out in the middle and pick that bitch off. I think he's doing
on second down, Washington.
Right. They're going to let the fat dude play by himself, and they're going to play with the other linebacker, and they're going to just play
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch this first down you about to get, because I run a normal-ass defense.
Here we go.
Watch this.
808. Hey, 734. That's it.
Throwing his car on third down. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, 734.
I mean, it's only $5.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
These niggas running these fucking YouTube plays. He's 4-1 too. All these niggas running the same fucking defense. Fucking YouTube ass shit. I hate that shit.
Here we go.
And they running fucking two-ass offense. That shit's fun. I knew he was gonna get a first down.
Carr going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Every time I run one, they eat that bitch up. A screen pass.
He's going to get it running right. And he's over the line and in.
But if they run a screen pass, it's blocked perfectly.
DeAndre Washington, his third touchdown now on
That's the only thing I don't understand.
And the Raiders add on to their lead.
If they could do it, let me do the same shit.
Splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0.
If we could do that, that'd be good. Other than that,
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Watson has it right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 4th time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Here's Coleman. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski good with the extra point.
Bro,
that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Ready for the fun, bro.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Washington to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, come on, is that Earl? Come on, Earl.
Sure,
you want Earl, bro?
For the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Shaquem Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
An incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds.
How do you let that play?
Midfield. 1st down
Cover
yardage
2.
on the first play of the drive, given 14.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your
How,
primary
son?
call,
That makes no
you
sense.
got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because
right
he might
there should
wander
be
into
yours.
some tough coverage.
From midfield, here's Carr. This one complete to Doug Martin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
But, what's up?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. Finds his man. Knocks it over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Sebastian Janikowski to try the Seahawks field goal. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime.
You said, what defense is that?
Boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Actually, Shaquem Griffin just got another pick, bro.
Play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the 2nd half to play.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field, with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They've got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
Look at that defense.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play.
There's somebody in the flat right there. Where is he at?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Oakland.
I do not understand. If you play a cover 2, why is he able to throw to the flat? I never understood that on Madden.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a
Where is my damn cornerback going? I don't care what's up above you. Cover 2 is for you to cover the flats. Stay there.
Now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Wide open
They're
flat
down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Yeah, because I don't understand Madden. If I'm in a cover 2, it's for me to, I want you to stay your ass in the damn flat. That's all you got to do. I don't care about what's on top of you. Just stay in the flat. And they just let 2 wide open. I'm talking about nobody in that damn zone. Nobody was in the zone, son. Like, that nigga threw to the sideline and my dude just disappeared from out that bitch. I'm like, wow, and I'm in a cover 2. How do you leave the flat? How do you leave it, and that's your assignment? I don't understand. I never understood that.
I would say keep feeding the horse.
I can see it if I was in a cover 6 or something.
Especially as we get deeper in the game.
That don't make sense to me, son. That never made sense to me.
Now Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's a 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
I don't pay attention to those blitz dudes that's coming, son.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Yeah,
So
I'm out looking for my routes.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted.
See that?
Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near the field at the 49-yard line.
But they don't let me run.
And that's a great example.
Why, Adrian?
Right there, partner.
Why can't I run?
And I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football.
How am I Pooh? And I'm not pressing the button at all after I get intercepted. I press triangle and I let everything go.
With the interception.
So explain to me how I'm Pooh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
I'm
gain of 3,
that's
second
me.
down.
That's my fault, huh?
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing.
That's on me,
but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches
that's on
for him
me,
to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
14.
On second down, Wilson. A strong running.
Been watching trucking these games.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about what he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll bring up third down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot, and that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
On third down, Wilson.
Throw the ball!
Got him. Well, they went with the nickel. They threw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
I'm ready for
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Carr to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Every dude that I ever played, every dude that I ever played, son, every dude, they blocking cold as fuck. All of them. Don't matter who it is, they all cold.
Carr now 9
Every
of
time they run a
17
screen,
through
that
the
shit
air.
works
Not a
to
great
perfection.
percentage, but it is 1st and 10.
But when I run a screen, I can never get that shit open, son. They always get a dude and they let him come off the block.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose
I'm not talking
yardage
about
on
running
the
plays or
play
nothing
back
like
at
that.
the 37-yard
Just
line.
do that damn same pass
That's
that I
going
be
to go
running.
as a loss of a
Go
yard,
to the
and
running
it'll
back
be
when you run
second
out that
down.
way.
So
And that nigga
statistically,
shit was wide open.
both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running
And I was
game
in the
going.
cover too.
But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
And when I probably traded for him.
On second down, here's Carr. Letting one fly deep.
Earl Thomas.
Intercepted a third
Earl
time.
Thomas time.
Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. Intended that time for Cooper. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Watch this play be open, but it don't work for some reason for me. Watch this. Just watch it.
Now Wilson.
Tevin Coleman. Boy, I'm about to say.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You got Marcus Mariota.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Drops it off for Coleman. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Nah, I got you on my phone.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baldwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. He finds Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here come the Raiders. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit. Because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I blitzed that way. Oh, my God. I have a blitz going that way, and nobody still can get in the backfield. 9 yards is the pickup
there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all away before snapping it on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshawn. And some space here. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Are you fucking?
Time for a
break. You pressing up on this nigga?
We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Stop pressing. I don't care if you got 96 speed, dude. Why you pressing them niggas? Sleep.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Carr gives it off to Washington. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Ran the clock out at the end of the game. He ran the ball up the field for 4 minutes. Fucking phony ass defense can't get a stop. That's cool.
Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Carr going to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
On a 2-point. He almost took that bitch back to the zone.
Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Raiders, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Smith did. Nigga is wide open. You got a nigga playing number 7. That's what Chuck Jr. Who the fuck is that nigga? Told you he one of the phony ones. He's 4-on-1 too. All the niggas who do that, they all play phones. All them niggas. No, I'm in the NFC. NFC West. Nah, the team where I got the Texans, that's the only league I'm worried about. This other shit trash. What?
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no shit like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
You got the life on your mind, didn't it?
Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, give me the choke code. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. When the drop home, give me the
commissioner got the round. Oh, what a coincidence.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, give me the choke code. I reinvented myself.
Fourth and 2.
In myself and upgraded it. Traded in the jewels, copped a couple new ones, lost a couple friends, and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind. Handle your business.
I could cheat right now, you know that, right?
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they
drop
can't
that
count.
shit.
Oh. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something
I could cheat right now, son. You want me to
Tell me
cheat?
something I don't know. Like
I can tell you what defense he's running. I'm on his twist.
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something
I'm behind you. Fuck. Now he ran the man just now. Damn, I forgot I'm behind you. Fuck. Wait, give me a second. He just lifted it up. He in the cover 3. You call HUD already? Yeah, it ain't gonna work, huh?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, get in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Tell me something I don't know.
Look, he got a defensive player number 3. Anybody who play like that, they all gonna be gone, bro.
Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, get in the chokehold.
Change that nigga to number 3. I hate people like that. They make me not want to play Madden. He just ran a man blitz too. He bopped the fuck out that nigga. They all run that fucking dumbass defense, man blitz. That should be cheating. Man, advance this shit. I'm ready to get to the playoffs, Nitschke. Come on, man.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a fool right now. I do this to my vows, yeah. In the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life.
That's the only reason I care about all these other leagues. I'm gonna be cool in all of them. The Jaguars almost won the division. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting better with them. This league with the Seahawks, I'm about to be cool. These niggas phony. Shaquem Griffin be getting it.